this isn't something they're engaging with anyway. They're kind of getting a -5 penalty to the perception checks to see the rogue. That is the best case scenario. The vast majority of the time, they just aren't making perception checks because you don't need to make a perception check to see the barbarian punching you.
That was my question there. Like, if you are actually engaged and a barbarian is smashing you with his axe, do you need to roll a check to perceive him?
Okay, you're good. You see the barbarian smashing you with an axe.
Hello, friends. Robert Bevan here, author of the Caverns Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories. With me is Sam West, and today we're talking about the spell Enthrall.
Whoa. I can't look away. Well, mostly. I can still kind of look away sometimes. Just a little bit. I'm worse at it.
All right.
This spell's so bad. This is a second level spell. It doesn't have an action, range 60 feet. Various magic components, duration a minute. School enchantment. Notably no concentration. Okay, all right, that's something. You weave a distracting string of words, causing creatures of your choice that you can see within range and that can hear you to make a wisdom saving throw. Any creature that can't be charmed succeeds automatically, and if you or your companions are fighting it, it has advantage on the save because it would be too powerful otherwise. On a failed save, the target has disadvantage on wisdom perception checks made to perceive any creature other than you until the spell ends, or the target can no longer hear you. Spell ends if you're incapacitated and can no longer speak. This is a Bard Warlock exclusive. Doesn't have cast, which makes it not good on Warlock. But it was bad on both classes anyway. Don't worry about it.
The opening line there, you weave a string of distracting words causing creatures. I automatically went to Michael Richards. It's probably not that distracting word.
Maybe not. But like it, what do you do with this? That could be done mundanely?
Yeah, well, that's just it. I think there's only one real use for it, and trying to sneak past the guards or whatever, like, hey, look at me, and your rogue is sneaking by. I don't know, or picking pockets or something. But the thing is, it's not going to work on everyone, and if one person notices you, then that's enough.
Yeah, I guess. So, like, okay, I've been recently had the opportunity to play some D&D. I'm playing a Spirits Bar. It's a very fun time, but like the group likes doing nothing for a long period of time, right? It's like a classic D&D game, right, where you're just dicking around in a tavern, not progressing the plot whatsoever forward. We have a thing called Kobold Fight Club, where we just send our Kobold Barbarian to just fight people for money, and it's not worth anything. Like, that's just purely flavor. We're making like 10 gold. And that's entirely a non-factor in the scope of anything D&D related. I talked at length about how gold is pointless. And it's just a thing we do for fun because we're like, it's neat. I get to be a big, or like WWE style announcer. I'm a changeling. I can like hop up on tables and yell about things. It's fun. This is the kind of spell that you mix those events tiny bit better, where like the rogue is pickpocketing people. But like, you never need this. Never. No. For the situation where, I now make 13 gold and don't get caught as opposed to 10 gold and do get caught. Like, who gives a crap? That's the use case for this? Is an encounter that doesn't matter? No. No, certainly not. This is trash. This is uncastable garbage. Why?
This is distort value, but from a different angle.
At twice the cost.
Wait, is that first level? I thought that was second level. No? All right.
Like, okay, first question. Why do creatures that can't be charmed automatically pass this save? Like, you're being distracting. Why is it if you can't be charmed, you just can't be distracted either? Is that the flavor here?
It's magical distraction. You're weaving distracting words. That's a charm-like effect. That's an enchantment.
There are lots of things that are enchantments that aren't charms. So I don't buy it. I think that's shoddy reasoning. More important question, why on God's green earth did this was so powerful that they had to make it so if you were fighting things, they got an advantage on this save? They're like, oh no, the rogue's cunning action becomes too powerful. What?
I don't know. I can't imagine somebody casting this in a fight.
What?
That's ridiculous.
Like, hey, it's your turn, Bard. What do you do? Look at me, everybody! I'm strumming away. Like, they go. Is he okay? Should we stop? Like, that's the
That's
outcome at best case scenario.
and, all right. So, all right, let me clear this up, or try to wrap my head around this. All right, on a failed save, any creature that can't be charmed. All right, on a failed save, the target has disadvantage on Wisdom perception checks made to perceive any creature other than you until the spell ends, or yada yada yada. If you're fighting them, is a perception check required,
No.
or is it now? Does it make the perception check required? Or
Required to do what?
I
You
don't
would
know.
be contesting stealth is what perception does, right? So like the window in combat where this would do anything would be you have a sneak attacking rogue that's using a bonus action every turn to hide, right? And then their
Mm,
perception normally it's contested against passive. Like normally they're not spending actions making perception checks against the rogue, right? So this
right.
isn't something they're engaging with anyway. They're kind of getting a -5 penalty to the perception checks to see the rogue. That is
Okay.
the best case scenario. The vast majority of the time, they just aren't making perception checks because you
But I
don't
mean,
need to make a perception check to see the barbarian punching you to
that's
death.
that was my question there. Like, if you are actually engaged and a barbarian is smashing you with his axe, do you need to roll a check to perceive
Nope.
him? Okay,
Nope, you're
okay.
good. You see the
All right.
barbarian smashing you with an axe.
I mean, that would be nuts.
What if this spell was a first level spell? It's still uncastable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. This is a 1. Hot trash. This is the one of the worst spells in the game. It's a mundane effect that I would have a player do with a performance check. Just like if they want to be the center of attention and grant advantage to someone hiding, or, again, impose disadvantage on people being able to see other things, being allowed distraction is something that is well within the realm of just like a rock band. It's well within the realm of just somebody clapping loudly. This is
Yeah.
not something that is needed at all to be magical. I have no idea why it is. You should never spend spell slots on this. Utter trash.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is in the realm of perception performance checks. Uh I would feel insulted if this was a cantrip and I was required to take it to have this effect. Um,
Honestly, like if this was a cantrip, I'd be like utter trash. Never put this on your character sheet.
but it's level 2
Sure is a level 2 spell.
for a warlock.
Yeah,
That's
you.
did did this not make our worst for the warlock level 2? Was
Maybe
it
it should
even
have.
what is it discussed?
I don't know. It should have been.
Yeah. Wow.
To
All
be fair,
right.
there are a lot of bad second level warlock spells. There are
Yeah,
also a
one
lot of bad
star.
second level bard spells. I hope we talked about it then because
I
we deserved
Yeah,
to.
I get that, but I mean warlock's got some extra caveats there.
Yeah, they sure. You have to
That's
spend 5th level spell slots on this puppy.
all right. Yeah, one star, would not recommend. Thank you,
Commoners,
Sam.
if you
Yep.
had different experiences, let us know.
Oh yeah. Let us know how this
Does
was
it function?
valuable as a second level spell where a performance check wouldn't have been. All right. Thank you, Sam. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hit us with some comments, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.